Hi friends, welcome to part 2 of Edupedia World's logical reasoning video on sequences and series. In the last part, we saw what are the different types of series and we went a little bit into detail on how to solve these number series problems. In this part of the video, we will take a look at the alphabet series. Now see, there are 26 letters in the English alphabet, okay, from A up to Z. So think of each alphabet as a number. Okay, that is the first thing. A is the first letter, so A will correspond to 1. B is the second letter, so B will correspond to 2. C will be 3, D will be 4, so on and so forth. X will be 24, Y will be 25, and Z will be 26. Okay, that is one logic. Another logic is reverse of that. Okay, just make a note of these. Okay, draw these tables in your notebook. You can pause the video and draw that, and then you can continue. It will be helpful for solving these problems. So think of numbers in that way. A is 1, B is 2, so on and so forth. Also make a reverse table. In that table, just reverse the order. So Z will be 1, Y will be 2, X will be 3, and C will be 24, B will be 25, and A will be 26. Okay, these are the logics you will use to solve this. And whenever you solve these problems, just make a grid. Just write the letters down. It will be easier for you to visualize. Because we are not used to thinking of letters as numbers. Okay, so it will be easy for you to visualize. In this one, I see I have A followed by D followed by I, and then there's a space bar, and then there is Y. Without any preparation or without any hint, I will not be able to make any sense out of this. That okay, fine, A, D, I, and some blank and Y. So what logic can I use to solve this problem? But if I think of these letters as numbers, I know that A is 1 and D is 4. And I will be, just check your table. I hope you've drawn it by now. I will be 9. Okay, if you haven't drawn the table, pause the video, draw the table, and then resume it. So I will be 9. So I have 1, 4, 9. So I see a pattern over here. It's a very simple pattern. They are square numbers. So I have the square of 1, the square of 2, and the square of 3. So of course the fourth blank will be the square of 4, and the fifth blank will be the square of 5. So is Y the square of 5? Of course it is. Y is 25, that is 5 squared. So I know that the fourth blank should be 4 square, that is 16. So what is the 16th letter in the alphabet? Quickly check it. So you will see that the 16th letter is P. So the answer for this one is going to be P, that is option D. So I have ADI, PY, or in other words, I have 1, 4, 9, 16 and 25, which are squares of the first 5 natural numbers. Then this example, AD, EH, IL, MP, and then a blank. Now in letters also, we have to keep an eye out for the blanks. Each and every letter series is not going to be square numbers or cube numbers. Okay, it can't be. There are only 26 letters in the English alphabet. So if you see AD, what have I done here? I have done A, B, C, D. So BC has been skipped out. Okay, I have skipped out 2 letters. So A, B, C, D, and then E, F, G, H. So I went from A, skipped BC and D, then E, skipped FG and H, then I, skipped JK and L. So I am skipping 2 letters. So by the same logic, it should be L, M, N, O, P. N, O is skipped and I get P. It will be Q and RS will be skipped and I will write T over here. So by this logic, I come to know that the fifth blank is QT. Okay. So it is AD, EH, IL, MP and QT. I am skipping 2 letters in between. And between the numbers, I have not skipped anything. So after D, I have written E, then skipped 2, written H. Then after H, I have written I, skipped 2, written L. Then after L, I have written M, skipped 2 and written P. After P, I should write Q, skip 2, skip RS and write T. So answer will be option C, QT. Okay. Now see this again. Which alphabet comes next in the following series? You have 4 Ds, then ECEC, then FBFB, then GAGA. So what is happening here? There are so many letters over here, and there is no progression. So I can't say that I am skipping 2 letters and moving forward. No, because after E I am writing C, again I am writing E, again I am writing C. So over here I will use the technique of correlation. So I will correlate the first letter of each word, the second letters of each word, the third letters of each word, and the fourth letters of each word. So for the first letter it is D, E, F, G. So what am I doing? I am moving forward by one letter. So D, E, F, G, then it should be H, D, E, F, G, H. Over here what am I doing? D, C, B, A. So I am going back. Now when I am going back, I have gone from D to C to B to A. Now if I go back from A, I land up at the end of the alphabet, that is Z. So it will be HZ. So I am repeating the same thing again. D, E, F, G, and the fourth letters are D, C, B, A. So it will be HZ, HZ. That is your fourth option. Okay, so this is how we observe patterns in letters. Let's take a look at another example. So you have ZABY, YBCX, XEDW, and then there is a blank. So let us correlate the letters. So I am going ZYX. So I know that I am going in the reverse order. So which letter comes before X? I know that it is W. So the first letter of the fourth word is going to be W over here. Then I have A, B, C. Now I am looking at the second letters of each word. So it is A followed by B followed by C. Then the fourth one should be D. So it will be WD. By the first step itself, you would have known that A is the answer. Okay, but you may have confusing options in the exam. So we will do it regardless. So A, B, C, D. Then the third one is B, C, D. Now again I am moving forward. So it should be E, B, C, D, E. So it will be W, D, E. And finally you have Y, X, W. So again you are going in the backward direction. Y, X, W. And what comes before W? You have V. V comes before W. So it will be W, D, E and V. That is your answer to this question. That is option A. W, D, E, V is the answer. So now which alphabet comes next in the following series? AFA, DID, GLG and JOJ. So you see that the first and the third letter of each number are the same. So they follow the same pattern. So of course it cannot be option D. And the middle letter is different. So let me see what is happening with the first letter. I am going from first and third rather. So it will be A, D, G, J. So I am going from A, B, C, I am skipping. So I am skipping 2, I move to D. Then after D, E, F I am skipping, I move to G. So again I skip 2. Then after G I should skip the next 2 letters. That is H, I. And I land up at J. And after J, again I should skip 2 letters. That is J, K, L. And I should land up at M. So the first and third letters will be M. And in the middle I have F, I, L and O. So that is A, B, C, D, E, F. Then G, H, I. Again I am skipping 2. J, K, L. Again I am skipping 2. M, N, O. I am skipping 2. P, Q, R. So it should be R. So I should get M, R, M as the answer. Getting it? I just skipped 2 letters at each step. This is how we solve letter series problems, friends. Again, I would urge you to get hold of some questions, either online or you can buy a book and solve these, because the more you solve, the more used to you will become to these problems and the more proficiently you will be able to solve them. Okay, so there will be a third part to this video series, and in that one we will see some mixed problems where we use concepts of numbers as well as letters. So do join me in part 3. I'll see you over there. Thank you.